Well, I always heard it was like from like the whole 1990s until '99. It was like an art space that UF people, like artists, had, and they did like sculpture and all kinds of art stuff. And then they got out of this place when a bunch of our friends, or my friends, were looking for a warehouse space to do shows and art and living space as well.
I guess about 6 years ago was the first group of people that are kind of like loosely connected to us or whatever. Basically the first crew of people who would have called it the Ark and would now have the tattoo.
People had to build a kitchen and had to do without a shower for a while and stuff like that. So I thought it was pretty cool, just like to get cheap rent and to make your own space.
We do shows. We have a Books for Prisoners project. We have had off and on a bike project. It's actually on right now. We've had a garden off and on for a long time.
Largely punk shows, some other stuff. There's been some hip hop shows. We do movie showings and stuff like that. We run
dance parties, things like that.
It always feels kind of like a clubhouse.
Shows don't pay our rent. Have never paid our rent ever.
I don't have any intention of leaving. Like I know I've heard a lot of people in different places that are similar to this, like throughout the country, that I've been to have said that like once you live in a place like this, you can't really imagine going back or whatever.
It challenges what you normally live in.
What we really believe will happen is that enough people are going to be here pretty early that it'll be weird for a band not to be playing, and so somebody will just play early and it'll be over before the like late night, like people that are at a bar for a long time trying to decide whether or not they want to go to a show, and then they get drunk enough that they decide it would be awesome to see Lightning Bolt, and then they like show up and it's done, you know.
What is this place? It's no fucking parking. You ride your fucking bike, and it's where people live, and it's where fucking good bands play.
40 days
and you want to fucking drink? It's where you fucking bring your drink to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kangaroo, you spring over to the Ark.
It's
buy
like
twos.
There's no $3 Miller High Life. There's $3 for a 6-pack of Miller High Life. That's what it is.
That's how it is.
Yeah.
Ah, right on. Let me stamp you both, and then we'll take care of money and see you have a good night. Thank you.
It was very nearly unbearable, but totally worth it.
I don't know about other light and bolt shows, but damn, whenever there's a show at the Ark, you know it's gonna be in your face. And damn, this place is just the best venue to see some shit like that, man. I ain't even heard the fuckers before.
We get a noise warning because lightning bolts rocking the fucking house. But they only wrote the description on one ticket, and there were 3 of them given.
So you don't know the description?
The description is...
What do you think the description would have been?
Dude, they're rocking 200 yards away.
I was involved with the space from 95 to 2001, which had similar sort of vibe. I mean, it was called Fort Thunder, probably like a few times bigger than this or something. But it's similar type stuff, just like paintings on the walls, show space, beer puddles. Oh yeah, now I live in a new space where there's like about 8 of us. Again, we do very few shows because there's a lot of like building inspector type presences in Providence these days.
You want to tag in Brian Hart too?
Brian!
You think he'll do it?
He'll do it. He'll probably smarter than me. Brian says less than me.
Cat. Oh! I don't know what I want to talk about. It's funny because I always have this problem with interviews, and I'm always like, they're not talking about what I want to talk about. And then I think about what I want to talk about, and I don't know what it is.
What do you think about dudes?
Dudes are cool. It's a difficult thing. I mean, I guess you don't want. Once people decide that it's all right to be a dude, then all these issues that go along with being a dude, like you don't want every issue with being a dude to be okay. Because when you're talking about being a dude, you're talking about you're an animal. You know, you're a male animal. By the same token, I think if you have this idea of being a dude and you're trying to be that, yeah, and you're working really hard at it.
That's like anything. It's just kind of fake. If you got this like idea of like being a punk and you're working really hard at it, it's not really.
Yeah.
Not really working.
Yeah. Because I think actually being a dude is a great thing. But like being part of a crew of dudes is like less great. Or like trying to be dude-like. Yeah. It's just, you know, anything that's forced is wrong. But it's when people are doing what's natural, it never seems wrong. Yeah.
It's good.
I think.
It's pretty awkward.
It's fun.
It's just a weird. It's a cool. It's gonna.
I think it's gonna be totally something completely separate from.
Yeah.